Audio guys, are we back? So sorry we had to do the other stream and the one with the weather star for Knoxville, Tennessee. We did that a few minutes ago. I got kicked off the stream and knocked out when I shut this off. That's what happened. We had a connection drop out frames. That's what happened. Probably was a reset on the server on the internet. That happens. Probably at this hour. So hope everything's good out here tonight. Game out here tonight. Give you a wave in the chat. I can't see my chat room right now. Usually it says open studio to look at it. I'm going to see if I can open up my chat to look at what's going on. Um, so who's out there tonight? Let's take a look at the chat. I'm going to open up the chat in a second. So who's out there today? Chat room open. See anybody. Give us a high wave. Anybody out there tonight? So we can also start polls. We could do questionnaires and stuff like that. And we could do that later on. There's actually voting things on here tonight. So anybody out there on this chat tonight, we're going to do CB Radio, eBay Radio of the Week. I know Mark Sandquist, UDX 875, Alpha Canada wanted to see this tonight. So we got this ready to go, guys. eBay CB Radio of the Week. We're going to start doing it soon. We're waiting for people to come into the chat tonight. And I'm going to start on it real soon. Trying to look for the thing. There we go. This is exactly what we want. And we're going to go over here in a second to eBay CB Radio Week. And I'm going to show you guys before we start. Let's get this going. So let me turn this off, this image thing. Here's our conditions right now. What's going on here. And this is DX map. So it looks like 40 meter. It looks like 40 meters is pretty active. This is actually 160 meters there. Look at all these things are still going on this hour at 1:04 a.m. Eastern Time, April 27, 2026. This is what's going on with the conditions right now on the DX map. It looks like ham radio is pretty active tonight. A lot of activity on the ham skip tonight. Look at what's down to all this. That's 21 megahertz. And the 28 megahertz is pretty only one area here. You guys only see 50 megahertz, but that's all showing the same area. So 40 meg, that's 7 megahertz is usually the 40 meter band. We'll show you in a second. A lot of activity tonight, and that's 80 meters there. That's they're just hitting all over these areas tonight. That's 40 meters going on tonight. So you guys have great contacts tonight from New York to Arizona. It's all nighter too. So it's kind of great. Pretty good conditions for ham radio tonight, but for our CB radio conditions, it died about 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago it did. It stopped around 9 o'clock tonight. And I don't know if you guys in Australia still get skipped down here because you can't things like tonight. I think we did yesterday. We made contact to Brisbane, Australia that I made on the live stream. So we made it into the Sunshine Coast or the Gold Coast of Australia. Australia, oh yeah. In Queensland, Australia, we hit tonight. And then we heard guys at stations in Melbourne and Sydney, Australia on the live stream tonight. Most guys who are getting there tonight right now, that's the farthest I've made on CB Aldale, Australia. That far. That's about 10,000 miles. One of my radios actually made it one time. When I have it on my video gate, you guys will see it a while back on here. So that's our DX conditions, not very much tonight, and that's what it's showing. But what's going on in conditions this hour where you guys live? Are you hearing conditions right now? Probably not. So let's take a look in the chat. So there's nobody in the chat room right now. I don't see anybody in here tonight. Give me a wave if you guys are in the chat room. Any viewers tonight? but probably when you get a viewer when it opens up. So I'll close this out in the chat. Probably when the viewer gets in here, it usually opens up. So who's out there tonight? Let me get started viewing and saying I'll be right back in a minute. I'll be right back and saying we'll start eBay Radio of the Week right now in a few minutes. Okay, guys, we'll start on this right now. eBay C Radio of the Week. We got eBay. Check our stream still on the system. Looking at our channel here tonight. Let me see, there's a live stream going on. Yeah, okay, there's a live stream going on. That's good. So everything, I go hop here and say hi to everybody out there tonight. So we're gonna get all these things where you're gonna start on the tonight, and it's gonna go on for at least an hour or two more, 2 hours. There's actually one watching us right now. Let's do that. Looking good, guys. So we're looking beautiful. Okay. Let's go back. We're going to be looking at these channels a little bit later tonight when we get going. Especially these channels here are going to start talking about the show, the things you guys can go look around. And let's go start on this tonight. We're going to do a lot of these tonight, and guys, you can just see. And we're going to talk about this one. Mark Sanko was Mark on UJack 875 was talking about this, the Hi-Fi Modify Kit. And we're going to do Goodwill Radio of the Week tonight. And we're going to do eBay Radio of the Week. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get this out of the way because you guys see no conditions tonight. You guys saw it a while ago. We had a great QSL tonight. We actually, I'll tell you guys before we start on eBay Radio of the Week. We were talking about earlier today. We had Golden Gate 1220 came out there on the other live stream you heard. We're here, guys, in San Francisco, California tonight. And mostly down to Southern California tonight. That's what we heard down here. We heard Mopar down here, UJX 876. Then we heard people over here, UJX 1220 Golden Gate down here. I think San Jose, California is down there. But I think that's where Cowboy's at, San Jose. Yeah, that's where 357 is at, up in that area. So we were here, guys, over here. And San Francisco, California, right there. And mostly, I actually been to Chico and Red Dean back in 2008 in the month of August. My first day came to California when it was on my birthday, 2008, when we left Reno, Nevada that morning from Carson City. We went through this highway. I'll tell you guys about this. And we traveled the highway back then on Interstate 40. Yeah, Interstate 40. No, Interstate 10. We took all the way through here. Then we cut across over these shortcuts here, parts of New Mexico. We went to here, the Caracas, and the hot chili pepper of the world. I know, so I think one of our guys have been there. Ben Hurry's in there, or Weeshire, Yorkshire trucking, I think it was. And we went through here, this highway. Then we didn't went to Albuquerque. That's when we did the first time. We cut across over this way to the radio telescope in New Mexico, and cut across over here to get to the petrified forest. I think the meter crater was in this area. That's the only part of Arizona I went here. And then we went all the way to Flagstaff to get to the Grand Canyon. And we went to the Grand Canyon National Park in this area here. Then we crossed over the Hoover Dam right here, this little river. Head up to Las Vegas, Nevada for one day. And we were traveling all night. And we went through Walker Lake at nighttime right here. There's Walker Lake right here. I think it's Walker Lake, or Walker Lake's right here. I think that's Walker Lake. That's the one right there on the highway. We went through Walker Lake, and we stayed in a hotel one night here. Then we went up to Fulton, Nevada, up here, to eat this place called Jerry's. Jerry's restaurant was one of those cool 1960 diners. We ate in Fulton, Nevada. I don't know where Fulton is. It could be anywhere here. Then I think we went to Carson City. We went to Reno. Then, when we first crossed California, there was a rest area in Northern California. Before we went down here, we went through this area to get up to here. We did some gold panning for one day. Then after that, we crossed over to Chico and went up to here to Red Dean to spend our first night in California. Then the next day, we went over here to Crescent City, went to the Redwoods for one day and stayed in Crescent City for at least a day and a half. Then we cut across, that place was like the whole current was cold stuff. Then we went to Ontario, Oregon. Then we stayed there. Then we got to saw the Crater Lake, and I think we stayed in we stayed the first night. Then we went to Melfort, Oregon. Then we went to actually did the Crater Lake one day, and we did the Sunstones up in this area. And we came across over here, went to over in Eastern Oregon. And this is the one we got lost one night, and we almost ran. There was one gas station out there on the way out. We did not know. We were definitely running on fuel flames. We were just trying not to run out of gas. We got to turn the key off on the Toyota Scion back then on the hills to go down, let it scoot. And then we got to a hotel and gas at middle of the night in Burns, Oregon. Then the next day we went to Idaho, and then we went down to Utah. Then after that, yeah, we went down. No, we went to Boise, Idaho. They went to Boise, and went to Idaho, and get up to Yellowstone up here. We went to Yellowstone for one day. Then we went back down to Utah, and Utah here to get down here to get to Topaz Mountain the first time. Then we crossed over to this area here. But yeah, we crossed over here to Green River, Utah. Ate some pancake waffles there. Then we were on our way back to Oregon and went through Kansas City here, Kansas. Then we cut across Missouri. Then we went down this way and head back home to North Florida. And that's what we did. I did 12,000 miles that year in 2008. In July 2008, in August 2008, until 2009, we went to Texas the first time. I think the second time we went to Texas, I think it was that year, yes. Probably it was. But the first time we actually crossed Texas and went over that way. But the second time we went to Texas, we stayed in Corpus Christi the first night, Houston, Belmont the first night in Texas, and went down to Corpus Christi and Brownsville, Texas, and went down to Nuevo Progreso, Mexico. And then after that, we got down for almost 2 days. Not stay there. We stayed in a hotel one night here for about a week and head back this way to North Florida, this area. So I just want to let you guys know that this DX map, we don't have much conditions up here. And also we heard West Coast, Australia, and I think parts of Hawaii came in tonight. And Australia was getting Alabama, Texas, and all these here. And they got me tonight on one and did. So 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, get on down. Let's show us the eBay rate of the week. I'll show you that Madison. If you guys want to interest to see. We don't see anybody in the chat. Where's everybody in the chat? I'm trying to see who's out there tonight. Let me see. Give us a wave. There's nobody in the chat this hour. Don't worry. Okay. So we're going to do eBay rate of the week for Mark Sandquist tonight and all the stuff. So we're going to be talking about, we're going to do a little bit more search on eBay rate of the week. Let me see, our microphone's still on the air. So we're still on the air, okay. So eBay rate of the week, and I'll show you this one. That's from Rooster that has when he's selling. So let me show you tonight. This one, if you guys are interested to get this radio, go buy it. It's tonight. I'm going to show you those description. Maybe you guys get this in repair. This is the Madison. Looks just like mine, but this is like a version 4 or version 3. This one has the green clock built into it. This is the radio eBay of the week, one of them. The President Madison 4, or what number it is. This could be the 858 chassis built into it. Looks like the green clock has it. The other one is the digital clock. So, this is the one. You guys are going to take a look. I'm going to show you guys in a second what the photo looks like. This is a President Madison version 2 or 3 or 4. It's got everything in good shape on the switches, the dials, and the meters look like they're not stuck. I don't know about this meter on this side here, but this one's turned on, so this actually is moving. Or this one too, who knows? Looks like 16 on channel A. There we go. We got the clock. I think the clock actually works. He talks about it in the description down below. And we'll talk about this is a 2, 4, 5-pin microphone right here. You can see 5-pin mic. Let's take a look at the specifications, what it looks like to you guys out there tonight. She looks very good shape. It's got all the volume switches and dials. And it's got a PA switch. How the heck you can put a PA switch in this radio? Wow. There's a PA switch in this radio? Mine didn't have a PA switch. Wow. Because the only way PA switch, I think the one on the Madison one doesn't have a PA switch because this one's a PA switch. Look at that one. The switch goes down there, or you just have to pull the switch out. That's different than the other one. Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. And it looks pretty good shape the way it is. Same board, same everything. And what's it show? Do not remove this cover. Please look at the bottom notice. Oh yeah. So there's the Madison. It looks like it needs some screws on the top, but the bottoms look okay. And let's take a look what kind of chassis this guy is. This radio, it's actually Japanese. So it looks like Japan or Taiwan. Trying to look at that kind of stuff. Is that a T or is that a J? Let me see. Taiwan or Japanese. I'm guessing look right here. It's got the speaker switches there, and it's got something in the back. And I just want to let you guys know, it's got 2 speakers hook up, and the PA switch too, PA headphone jack. And so next one they have, and that's it. Let me see. So let's go talk about the description down below. The seller is Ham Radio Parts and more. Location is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the United States. Going for $169 right now. You can buy it ready to go. Shipping will be $62.70 to send to my QTH. I don't know about yours. So $179 is a good deal for a mouse if you get it work or recap, or maybe it's not too bad. And he says, sold for parts or repair, no refunds returned. The radio does not work. Sometimes it will power on, and sometimes it does not. Even when it powers on, still might not work right. It'll change channels, and it will change channels and modes, but no audio or signal. The clock does keep time, so this one does actually work. And you probably have to get this one working. Let's go look that up tonight. And let's go do some net. And I'll show you the radio Rooster is selling this radio here. This is a tube radio of the week. He did a live stream of this radio a couple of weeks ago. You guys see on his channel. Rooster C Radio Connection did a radio like this. That's one of his radios he's selling right now out of Cleveland, Tennessee area. So that's him. It's the Rooster C radio connection on the side. You guys can see it right there. Let's take a look at our chat room tonight. I'm gonna go look over here. Let's see. So just want to let you guys know, and there we go. So that's actually, so nobody is in the chat tonight, so I guess everybody went to sleep. So we're not going to go to bed either way until we get done on this. So eBay Radio of the Week. So you got the Collins type radio. Howard Miller's Restorer. Collins. 75 Alpha 2 receiver along with the Collins 32B2 transmitter. So that 32 volts. It's probably a 32 volt transfer. That's a lot of power. A lot of power hour. Oh yeah. That radio's got some monster stuff. Oh yeah, this thing's built like a tank. And I actually heard this radio on the live stream when it was on live stream. I got to hear this radio on the C radio. What it sounds like we have recordings of the live stream a while back, or a video of Rooster trying this radio out on his live stream. I think about 2 months ago. It was actually called Two Radio Night. You go look that up. He has this radio on Two Radio Night, Rooster Radio Connection. And he also goes on Rooster C Radio Connection on YouTube. And this radio is built like a tank. I'm going to show you some inside of this bad boy. Look at the quality. These things look like that. A lot of tubes. A lot of things in there. Looking good. All right. Okay. Speaker there. And that's it. So let's go back to see some more radios tonight. Let's go type in some Predators and Madison radios. So there's speakers for $179, $161 best offer. And look at that, another President D-Lite, $139 to start a good AM talker. And there's our President Madison for $44 and $75 for best offer, $70 to delivery. It's almost the same as mine. We saw the other one for $179. That was the one you saw. That's the radio. How the heck this happened? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, we got it fixed. Yeah, that's when you put it together at the same time. So this is C-Radio eBay every week. Got some speakers to sell. And that's a President Washington. One looks like it's all ready to go. Washington is a good classic radio you got. It's got the 858 chassis in it. And this is a President Washington in 1970. It's fully wrapped, so it looks pretty brand new. You guys are gonna love that to get that. So how much it's going for? So the space station is going for like $350 plus offer on eBay. And location New Kansas. That's what I'm saying. So we got a lot more eBay Secret Radio of the week. Look under President Madison, and this way you guys will come up like these. You know what I'm saying? And that one's going for $26 bid. This is the cheapest present range, the two trendy walkie-talkie for $26. It started as like, I think it started as like $3, the lowest I've seen. Lots of radios tonight, a lot of choices. Got a President John Q. Pretty cool. The AR7. And you got some other ones too. There's a President Adams right there. That. And we got lots of radios here for sale. There is a President D Light. You can still use this thing to figure out other um, presidents like Trump parts, stuff like that. And there's a President Grant. If someone can get me this radio, that'd be awesome. I wish UDX 68 years old donate this radio to my channel. But it's in good shape. So I had to capture that radio. I could take it out of the old one too, go into that. But this one is a frequency counter built into it. Pretty nice. So good. So me is high one. This really is a good deal. So for President Maz, it should be able to work fine. Go check that out. It goes by R.W.S. This is a president, we'll just type it in President Grant. And that's the 858 chassis. That's the one I actually have. One you saw in the photo tonight. It's got a Digiscan DFO built into it. Pretty nice. It transmits and receives. So this item is for a President Grant mobile serial with AM single sided. It has the Redco Digiscan UFO installed. The pill inside is the 858 chassis. Yep, I was right. It's still installed. Transmits receives scenes. The digital scans can be saying he's talking about the like it comes with the radio, but the digital scan microphone I'm selling for arts adhesives. Please review the pictures and description and good. So choices on radios tonight. And a lot of President radios tonight. You guys see that? There's a new Washington radio. That's usually President Washington or President George. So that's President George, you know. Series this week. And we have all in here. So radios tonight. Mostly Washington's or so, guys. You can see it all here on the list on Fleabay, eBay, you name it. So let's go check out more radios tonight. So let's try it now. That's where we found that. Let's look at all that. We got a President Adams here and a Washington for sale. This is another eBay rate of the week you can grab. A Galaxy's GX73V 73V for sale. Has an Echo voice changer, robot voice. So that's what you hear robot guys that talk like that. They're on Galaxies or they use different things. You guys know exactly what it is. It's a Galaxy DX73G. The voice changers in that radio, that old 90s radio. So pretty good on that one. So we got lots of here tonight. A lot of good choices on Fleabay, lots of C radios. And I'll really get one built inside there for all the ones in AM and FM. So go look at these things. Pretty good. And for sale on the internet. C radio eBay a week. Got another old Motorola type phone, Serial here. And look at that one, JCPenney 6241, 40 channel single sideband, ACDC, CB base station, CB station, radio brown, silver. And we have a lot of great things tonight. Look at that. A lot of good choices. You should go check out these radios if you're going to get into the hobby. Or rely on another backup radio to be great to have. To sell here tonight. And there's a Galaxy 959 for sale for $169. That's an old 1990s Galaxy mobile type radio. And there's a T-Berry 101. So radios tonight. You guys should go take your choices. Look at everything you want to grab and get what you do. That is overpriced. It should be $296. It should be like $50 to $100 for one of those radios, but they're overpriced, not too much for a box and the CV inside of the thing. And a lot of the other things tonight. Very rarely, some are not. You see that tonight? Just take a look. Alright, let's take a look on another radio set here. And some for sale tonight. That would be a good girls radio, but that price is overpriced for $124 for a Cobra 2000, Cobra 29. You can get a lot cheaper than that. It's a Sears Rotop right there. See right there. This is still for sale. Dollars. That is the cheapest option on this radio. The Unit P60, the Unit P68 LTX. And that looks like a different one. This one doesn't have green lights. Mine's a different one than that. I got $10 for my radio, but it just needs this fixed little channel display, and that's it. And everything will work fine. Doesn't do siren, they do AM. So they're pretty quite good radio. Because I've talked to almost 60 miles with that radio. Airport. There's a good deal. TRC 449. The Mower Junkie Radio. That's what I'm saying. The Mower Junkie Radio. Oh yeah. And it's in little. It's in Texas, guys, and the shipping's like $23 for this radio for the shipping. Looks in pretty good shape. The price for $165, only $23 shipping. And there's the shipping side of the whole radio. You can tell if it's bad or good. And it's got the D858 chassis chip. Oh yeah, this radio I'd love to have. TRC 449. That radio's got the Grant kind of feel to it. I'd love to have that. I bet you it's almost as good as that. There it is, guys. It has the 858 chassis. That's like the Madison almost. It's got the same components on every radio. Yep. It's got the same relay. If you have one of these radios, you can put that in the Grant. That will work. And this is a TRC 449. Old 80s and 70s radio for sure. Yep. Go, and after that, these are mostly 5-pin models. And this looks like Japanese or Taiwan. Made in Taiwan. Pretty good shape. So where's it located? Loretta, Texas. That's what it is. And that's a great deal for that radio if you guys want to get into it. Either way, what says the description down below? If you get skipped from Texas, you can listen to this radio. Contact us for information. Just a radio and power cord, no microphone included. Only have 1 year for testing. So the radio powers on test is shown on the meter. AM is just dead key. Single sideband is a mod. Peaks. That's what I'm saying, guys. And there we go. Lots of radios tonight. Lots of them out here. And that's a good deal. Cobra X89. It's alright. There's a Galaxy TX44G serial radio for sale on that. Connex 30. Oh, look at that, guys. I will take my chance on this radio. Connex 3300. C radio for $75 for best offer. $18 of shipping. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And look at that. It's a beauty. Look at the size of this one. Look at the size of this one. Yep. It's got AM, FM, PA, and stuff like that. Mic instead of microphone. Mic. Look at that, guys. And this thing looks alright. What a mod wire is that, guys? You see the wire sticking out like that. And there's some more stuff, like, yeah. Today we're trying to jump the wires to a circuit board. You see that, guys? It's almost the same as the Gramp, the Connex 3300, but instead it's an AM type radio. Not a single sided one. Steelers called that flying squirrel. That's what it's called. That's the YouTube channel where he's selling this radio, guys. You know that. And we're gonna go check some more. And location is Boise Town, Pennsylvania. That's where it's at. $18 shipping. So this is another one you guys should check out. The President Adams. Wagon Master had one of these a while back on the streams. And this one has the special future scan that scans the channels. That's just what this one does. This is a beautiful radio. Some can be export mod, some can be not. There's upper and lower sideband right there. And some sand. Our radios tonight. Our Galaxy radios for sale. There's one for $50 on bids right now. $10 shipping. So go look at this one if it's a parts radio or not. And there's a lot more. So look at that, guys. Talker 40 right there. Sears Row Talker 40. I was right. This one. It's got an antenna included for that price. $75 your best offer. $20 delivery. That's not too bad. And it comes with everything included, guys. You see that? That's a good start on that one. Good keeper to start. Here. Okay, let's go do some more search of these things. Let's go do it. We got. Let's go look at Cobra 139. See if we can find the radio. So I'm see you guys out there. I'm trying to show you guys out here. We got more channels of the Cobra 130 Cobra radios here, and look at that right here. Cobra 140 39 XR. Look at this Cobra 139 for $97. So we need to find more of these 40 channel modified ones. They're probably non ones too. We ran a few of them during last year, at least two of them, and one this year on this live stream here. You guys remember that? A lot of Cobra radios tonight. There's actually one on sale right now for $84. I'll show you that in a minute. And this one is not a 40 channel, looks like 23 channel. You guys can see that. But they can be modified 40 channels. These radios can. So it says it's on test here, guys. You see that? Okay, looks good shape on the back. Chip chassis. That's what it is. Okay. What says on the description down below? Below. Untested for parts or not working CPICs or condition. Guys, let's go back to here. We have more radios for sale. Cobra 139. Lots of them tonight. All 23 channels. Some are 40s. Some are 23s. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. It's almost the same thing they do with these radios. Sometimes you get the 40 channel modify kit ones come in the mail once in a while. It's for sale. Let's go take a look at this guy here. This could be 40 channel modified system or not. Cobra 139. Here tonight. That's the night wash means. The night wash means it glows green during at night. During the day it stays silver. And has green lights in it. Go do our two radios tonight. And okay, let's go look at these. This doesn't look like a 40 channel system. Wait. Nope. So this one's like $125. Yeah, pretty beautiful radio. That's cool. Microphone included. Okay, let's go take a look here. More Cobra radios tonight. A lot of Cobra 148s, night watches, Cobra 148 GTLs. So what's going on in the flea bay market world? Look at that Cobra 148F. That's a very rare radio. You guys can see that. Got one with that one for $400 that comes with these two, like a TRC 449 and something else, a Cobra 148 GTL. I put the average that price, but you see two of those for sale. That's a good deal for $199. Maybe this price will drop when you get a good deal on it. There's a lot more for selling these things. Go look around tonight for other CB radio things. And I'm gonna go look at some stuff tonight. We're gonna go look at Tube radios, see what they have here on the list. That was some CB radio eBay of the week. And we got one for a Johnson Messenger Viking. We got a Johnson Viking Messenger 1 or 2. And look at that, it's got the channel $11. $44, $15 big delivery. Best offer. Let's go take a look at this tonight. And we'll take a look at this. It's got the Viking Man on top. It's got channel 9, channel 16. This is missing channel they're guessing here. What's the channel? That could be 17 or something. The channel, I don't know what channel that is. Could be channel 2. So let's take a look at how the condition this looks like. And man, they need some paint on that side. But it's all metal. At least the metal didn't is still good shape. So that happens when they sit inside for a long time. And see what you think of anything inside. Can't tell by it, but someone will be able to get this thing to work. So, where's it located at? Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. $15 shipping, $44.58 or best offer. And we're just looking at this is on test in an estate sale purchase, selling as is for parts. So somebody got an estate sale options. So that's a good day. That was a good one. It might still work, guys. He's probably going to belong to some grandparent or somebody. So, problem, where's the microphone that hooks on these radios? It looks like it's got a 4-pin mic. So you probably could take this out. You could take this little black thing out and rewire with 4-pin it, and you guys got yourself a 4-pin type system, or either way. So it's okay. Then we got the Courier 23. It's another radio they have. This one actually works for $99. Horizons. And we'll have to look at that sometime, but that's what it talks about. And this is something rare radio. A Lafayette HA410, 10 meters. There's a lot of tube radios tonight on the list here. On eBay C Radio of the Radio of the Week. Oh yeah. And looking here, more Johnson Messengers tonight. And we got a lot of them here. We have the Cobra 23 channel, but it's actually a Cobra Cam 88 right here. These what they are. The first Cobra radios on C Radio that ever came out in the 1950s or 60s when it happened. And we got a vintage custom built 11-meter base station received C Radio on Brandis. So what is this one says unbranded? So what's the number? So what does it look like? I can tell the chassis inside. I mean, it's a very rare radio. Looks like a Robin or something. Someone built a tube radio out of their hands. How the heck this thing happened? And that's weird. Someone should go look at this thing and take it apart. It says Invention Custom Built 11-meter base station. Receive C-ray unbounded. Is it tubes or not? It's got the microphone output. There's the transmitter and stuff. How many channels is it? 40 channels? Looks like a red meter on the side of this thing. Someone made something out of this thing. And it looks like a transmitter. Robin parts or something to put in. Hey guys, it's called 11-meter receiver. That's what it is. Hey, maybe Dennis put this in his rare logbook to show this radio. We've never seen one of these. What is this one? And it's actually, look at this too. Look what it's got, guys. I would take my chances on to buy it. I don't know how many channels it has. Take a look at that. It's got AM single sideband. It looks like a Robin. It looks like a Golden Eagle. It looks like a brown and Golden Eagle type radio. Miniature size. Interesting. So it's got something here, you guys should take a look. And here's the inside. It looks like. Well, it doesn't look like this kind of inside. It says it's a Venture Custom built 11-meter base station. Receiver C-radio unbranded. It's an unbranded product, guys. It's not even listed on OTR. It's not a Browning. Someone built this out of homemade. But how the heck they made a homemade system like that? Bet Harvey would be interested by this, but it's got single sided. It's probably a brown and Golden Eagle or a Browning type radio. It looks almost the same type it looks like. How many tubes it's got? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tubes. Looks like a 9-tube radio. It's got 9 tubes in here, guys. That's kind of random. Looks like a different speaker. And it was made in the UK, guys. It's a UK Tube C radio, guys. And it's got single sideband AM in it. It's got everything in it, guys. For $450 or best offer. And what does the parts look like to you guys? If it's a very rare radio, you should take a look at this. I never heard of this one. Probably could be a UK type model, or someone custom made this. But it's a very rare system. You don't see it all the time. Down to a second ago. They part of Golden Browning Eagle almost. Looks like someone took a modified system. That's a different one. If somebody gets this, they put it on Dennis' show. You don't see there. There's one's a DC cord or an AC cord. So it might have a lot of channels in the system. It could be a 40 channel system, I'm guessing. Let's take a look at this. And tells you the frequency on the side. Very nice chrome, man. Nice job on that painting. Man, now you get people look at you in the mirror. Oh yeah. It's got 23 channels, could be 40, I don't know. Looks like a 23 channel system. And if they're gonna waste that kind of money, put a DSVFO in it and you'd be all over the whole band with this. It's got crystals in it, that's what it shows. Looks like you can swipe these out. Yeah, pretty cool. Goes past 30 channels. Look at that, guys. Or is that 20? Let's take a look at that. 23. Okay. It only goes up to 23 channels. Yeah. Could be a brown and golden eagle almost. It looks almost like the same components. It says sold and no returns or refunds except final sale. The sale is final. Location San Francisco, California. $129. 73 cents delivered by FedEx. Hmm. Really will cost you almost $600 that one. Let me take a look at this. I'll stay awake, guys, so we can start working on this stuff. And we're good. So we can get on this system. Alright. We got some more cool radios on the list. Lots of them tonight. It's a good deal for 75 bucks. And that's a good deal and going for $100. So I was gonna get a nice radio, Robin 40, but it's actually a 240D. That's what this one is. A good deal for $89 for a Robin T123B for $89. The sonar, and we got the Robin T123. That's the Green Eye Magic tubes there. That's the Green Eye Magic tube right there. Shape. There's a Browning Golden Eagle Mark II for $199. So not much choice. So lots of choices on two radios tonight. It's a lot of good choices. I would take a look at these tonight. I wish I had this microphone to start out on my T123B, T123B, the old either way, but yeah. So we're good. Looking at more of them, and there is a GM Electronics GTX 2300. Nice unused tubes, tube original. Looks like the day it was made. So that's a good deal on that price. They might go down a little price on this guy. We'll have to check it out later on. So there's some concept in 5s and 35s. Tell you guys, there's a lot of deals on this one. So there's a lot of tube radios tonight. Look at that price, almost $3,000 for that radio. A Trim D201. There's no way that price could be $2,000. That's overpriced, man. You guys know that. Who's gonna pay $2,400 for that radio? It's probably worth $100 or $200. Maybe $500 is the worst price. That just doesn't make any sense for an old 50-year-old radio should be cost that much. Yeah. Tonight, and a lot of eBay Super Radio of the week. Lots of things for sale. Lots of 2 radio series, mics, stuff like that. Two radios tonight. There's a D104 microphone. Don't know what model that is, but people can check it out later when we get off the live stream tonight. And it looks like there's lots of sales on different items. And as I'm saying, guys, okay. 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, getting on down. Oh, yeah. See who's out here today. Give us a refresh. Okay. I'll show you guys you guys saw Rooster's radio we saw. Yeah, ones, yeah. So a lot of C radios for sale tonight. And what is that? $89 for a Cobra 29LX Max C radio professional setup for a 357 built VPWR swing kit 19 watts PVP. Yeah, it's just mods. Yeah, kind of different mods. A lot of great things saying. Look at that Cobra 2000. Oh yeah, $470 on a house. 6 watches on eBay. And what is wrong with the system is, you can't see the channel this way. Stuck meters, that's all it is. Stuck meters. Looks like someone beat the crap out of that thing. Please don't do that to your radio. Don't beat that thing up. Another radio. A Cheetah single sideband radio. That's what it is. 40 channels wide. So we got a lot of two-radio radios tonight. Different C radios. And we just went through this earlier today. That's the CP3000 there. So make sure you go check that out. And we're going to go look at something in a minute. We're going to go over to Goodwill auction in a second. So here's Goodwill Reel of the Week. So we're looking at these tonight. I'm going to go check our chat in a second, see who's in here tonight. I'm going to go open our chat, see who's in here. So I haven't seen anybody in the chat yet. I'm going to go look in a second. I just want to, yeah, we'll go look at in a minute. There we go. I'm going to take a look in here. Oh, there we go. Let's take our studio look. We got 29 views right now. I just thought, there we go. Now apparently someone came in the chat. Hey, what's up, Mark Sanquist? I'm not here, but I'm watching on TV, so I'm not going to chat. Okay. Nice little radio. It was a nice little radio. Which radio was it? And Kilroy 205. Waving out to you tonight, 205. So we're, Mark Sanquist is UGX 875 up in Alberta, Canada. So leaving on back to you guys out there. I think it's actually 121 in the Kingston States out here tonight. That's Zima. I think that's Zima 12, uh, Zima 121.3. That's what it is. Yeah. So I had read that weather star. Did you guys saw the weather star on the other one? And what happened? It got locked up when I jumped out. When it jumped out, probably was a service. So I had to restart the stream again on another one. That's what it was. But they were showing the conditions of the weather in our area. Supposed to be storms all week. It's a good thing I did the skip during um, today. That's great. Well, that's sometimes the forecast does change on that. So let me go look over here again. We'll go look at eBay Radio of the Week. Goodwill Radio of the Week. We got the Royce ones 678. That's an old one there. Sometimes you might find these Goodwill auctions are across the United States, and you could buy them or bid on them. A lot of times you can get them. This place has a lot of serious. If you don't want to do flea bay, if people don't like flea bay, they can go over here. Look at these. Sometimes it might be in your nearest Goodwill store near you. I've seen a lot of good deals on this once in a while. And sometimes they come out with some good radios I've seen on here. Many times on my eBay C radio, the radio of the week on my live streams. I've seen sometimes they come out with really good stuff on these Goodwill auctions or eBay auctions. So there's the 60 NLX XL. Cobra 29 Classic. Look at that, guys. They're going good deal on $67 on bids. I've seen one of these in my local pawn shop here a year ago. One of these for $20 one time on sale for $20. So check your local pawn shops. They might actually have one of these once in a while. So I've seen that a while back. Look at that realistic for $10. The realistic C radio ham radio speaker. It's not bad for that price, but if it works good, you just should. And a lot of old school radios from the 2000s and 90s, some from the 70s. Still a lot of C radio lots on Goodwill. Here, a lot of Cobras, Royces, Johnson Messenger 123A. Look at that tube radio, guys. We found one. Oh yeah, this one's on Goodwill Radio of the Week, eBay Radio of the Week. This is at local Goodwills all over the United States. Let's go look at this Lafayette HB 115 Citizens Band Transceiver C Radio. There it is. And that's channel 11 on it, so they could be operating on OTR. And it's got channel 23, channel 19, 15, 11, 7, 5, 3, 1. So take a look at this guy. And this thing is built like a tank. Look at that. Pretty cool. That's like eBay, two good eBay Radio of the Week. Goodwill Radio of the Week is this one. Lots of here tonight. Look at that. And look, a Cobra 139 for a good bid on Goodwill Radio of the Week. And that's this is definitely eBay Radio of the Week, almost like that. For the price for $53 bid, it's not bad. And the shipping's a little bit more, you guys know that. The shipping will be an extra 15 pounds. Just because it's either way. It'll cost you $24 shipping and plus two handling. It'll be $26 total all. So if it's going for that price, it'd be like almost $100 right now. And I'll show you guys right now. And its location in the Goodwill store is a Hillsboro what is it? Hillsboro, I'm trying to say, Hillsboro, Oregon. So that's where it's located, this radio. And this looks like it's got mods to it. This is a Cobra 139 XLR. It's got extra channels, looks like. And look at that, pretty good. So to get you guys started in it, it's got more extra channels in the back. If you guys are looking for like extra pre-band channels, this really might be for you. The Galaxy microphone or something like that. So okay, so that's a Cobra 139 XRL. Good radio. So go check that out on Goodwill Options. Go look at shop. No, it's actually shopgoodwill.com. Shopgoodwill.com. That's where the Goodwill options are at. So go check out that Cobra 139 a little later, and maybe you get a bid on or something. Maybe someone will get lucky to get it. A lot of good choice of radios tonight. Look at that. Receiver is. They got plenty of communication. Can talk all over the whole state, the whole entire U.S. with those. Pretty good. And Fort Cobra radios. Cobra radios. And there's another one, a Radio Shack TRC 495. That's a good radio. That's something bad in it. I've seen some guys YouTube having these a while back. Let me see. Yep. Lots of cords here tonight. And this one doesn't have no sideband in it. Okay, guys. It's an old Radio Shack from the early 2000s. So we got some more here. There's some more raws. And the next one goes on the list. And we got a Sears Road Talker 40. We'll go look at that one. That's another good video you can check out. And look at that. Do you believe this thing's going for that price? Hold on a minute. We'll go look at it in a minute. For the audience out there, for ladies and gentlemen out there. So go take a look at this. And this is a Sears Road Talker. I'm trying to look at it way in the distance to get us an eyeball look at it. See if it's got a single sideband or not. It could be an AM talker. So let's see, give us some more shots here. Could have single sideband built in, I don't know. And let's go look at that in this way. See that was put back. And that one's a big base station for that price for $52 on a bid right now. That'll be on Adventures Galaxy. And now what it is, what its name. And I think it's in pretty good shape. And its location in Akron, in Ohio. And its location in Ohio, guys. That's where it's at, the Goodwill store in Ohio. It's got everything, looks like it's everything's intact. Made in Malaysia. You can see kind of recorder, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. That, guys, we'll go check it in a second. I'm gonna do some more radios, and that's it. So let's go take a look at these things tonight. So okay, we're gonna go look at the things you guys are gonna go see tonight. Um, let's talk about the hi-fi microphone kit, the Whiskey 2 Echo November Yankee. Then we'll talk about the Sigrio shops and get on out of here late tonight. Before we do, we'll talk about the YouTube videos tonight in a few minutes. Okay, this one we'll talk about the Whiskey 2 Echo November Yankee. This is the one, the hi-fi modified kit I have. This is the one, we'll go look at his whole site in a few minutes. The Tug 8 model is the one here. This one actually I have here. This is actually the Tug 8. There's two different Tug 8 models. That's the Tug 9 down here. That's the Tug 8 model. This is the one I actually have. Where the wire jumps over here to touch down. And they take the other wires to do something like that. And trim this white wire to do this one. And it'll be okay. So this is the Tug 8 model. This is the one with the D104 Whiskey 2 Echo November Yankee hi-fi microphone kit, I call it. And this is what it is. You buy this with PayPal for $20, free shipping, and it'll bring here no problems. Go check his site. He's out of New York that makes the hi-fi stuff, and he's got lots of things. You can email him, tell him about my videos on my microphone. Tell him about what happened to Code 139, but it does work on the Madison. So this is where you get a hold of him. Get a hold of this guy, tell him about my D104, been working on the Madison this evening. Tell him what kind of batteries we need to put on 9-volt batteries. Tell us what's the best 9-volt battery you could find for these D104s. Anybody knows. Give us a link down below. In my chat, find us the 9-volt battery you could do very good on D104s, maybe rechargeables. So, he's out of Hudson, New York. That's where it's at. It's in the Hudson Valley in New York State. So, he's in one of the gorgeous parts of New York. Upstate, that's where it's at. So, he's got lots of microphones here. All kinds of stuff. So, let's see what we got on here tonight. And let me take a look. That's all these things. So you guys can take a look here on the site here for a few minutes. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Go take a 10-100 to come back. I'll be right back in a few minutes. And you guys can take a look. The Tug 8 I got here, I'll show you where I got it. These are Heli-type microphone sets. You know, these are, I've heard of these. And there it is, the D104 Tug 8. So these are the ones we have. We have this one here. That's what I got here. And he sells other ones too. And go back. This is, I think this is for the Silver Eagle type microphone. This is one of the hi-fi microphone element kit for the D104 Silver Eagle and the Night Eagle TUP9. And that's what they'll put in the hi-fi modified kit for the things on the bottom. So these boards are kind of different. That's what they are. Same price, $20. And it tells about how it sounds like an audio 4. And that doesn't work for the service anymore, but the site still exists. So that's all the stuff you guys here tonight. I'll be right back in a second and take a break for a second and come back in a few minutes. We're back, guys. So you guys are still in the chat. I think Mark Sanchez is watching TV and someone's actually over there still in the chat. Hour 27 minutes. Okay. We're still here. Okay. So he's watching the TV, so he's seeing what I'm doing on the live stream. Okay, let's go back to a second. We got a lot of stuff on this guy's site. This is where I got the microphone kit. He's got a lot of great things. You guys should go check it out later when he did all this stuff. Tell him about the microphone I've been using tonight. So get a hold of this ham radio guy. He goes like his it's the same. It's Whiskey 2 Echo November Yankee. So there is his email address. That's who makes all these things. He makes all kinds of mics here. For Kenwood, Yusu, and Elcraft. And he's got a lot of things like that. These things has microphone cats and clips. He's made stuff like that stuff here, guys. You can see. This is interesting right here. Look at that. Two-way jacks, like, And he's got a foot pedal switch here, too. That's a PT foot pedal switch. That's cool. And it's for all these radios and stuff like that. That's how they run their headset to do that. Okay, I just know what that is. So let's go back. So that's what he explains how you make those happen. This is the model I have here for the Tug 8 model and Tug 9, but this is the one we have with my D104. That's where I bought it from here back in 2025 in January. This is the guy. And my video's right here, guys. You'll see it. I'll click on it for a second and jump out. You guys might remember this video. This is my video. He put the link on the site. I sent an email him a while back. And that is that's the video. And that's the I actually emailed him about this and show him when I put all this stuff here. This was what year? January 29th, 2025. That's when I put the Hi-Fi modified kit in there before we tried on the Cobra 139. Back then, that's the day we put it in there and bought it for $20 doing my foam farm stuff thing. And it was that year during the end of January and starting February 1st, 2025. So you guys have to remember that. So that's when I did this. When I did the follow the instructions, putting this resistor here this way to do it like that, and cut one of the wires right here to do what it says in the instructions to do. So there it is, guys. You found it on the site here tonight. And it's going to be on there forever, guys. Ever since, yeah, my YouTube videos will be out there for a long time because a lot of people are going to buy this Hi-Fi Modify Kit and go look at my video. Some YouTube videos by others. And at least it's on there for a while. And I emailed him a while back last year, telling him I bought it from you. And then he could put it on his site. And he actually did. And this is the Hi-Fi Modify Kit for my D104 we talked on time. We gotta find we get better batteries for it. You guys saw what happened tonight. It'll do that. Because some of those batteries you can get at the Dollar Tree store. And Dollar Tree's all over the United States. I don't know if it's in Canada or in other countries. It's only here in the States. You've got Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and like that. Those are the cheapest batteries you can get in Walmart's and Kroger's and stuff like that. But I got my Dollar Tree, the batteries you saw. And these batteries I use in a lot of my remote controls, my mom. These are mostly from China. They're like low power devices, and I've used it on some of my these batteries on some of my on some of those things they do. Um, there's the same thing, same model of the batteries, and two and triple two batteries, yeah, yeah, and either way like that. But these batteries on D104, they eat one of these batteries in a couple hours or an hour. They usually go dead. Sometimes that happens like that with the batteries. And either way, we talked about that on the live stream earlier today. So that's what they look like. That's the Tug 8 model. That's the Tug 9. Now, no, the Tug 9, yeah, it's actually a Tug 9 base, but mine's actually a Tug 8 model. It looks almost just like the brown one, but this one looks very different. Either way, with the white wires. So mine looks more like this here, where it cuts the wire off. Then you take the resistor here. You take the resistor from here and connect it like this. And that's how it works. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So the link is right here. We'll put it in the description in a few minutes. Before we get off the laser, we'll put the link in the description down below, or we can throw it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat for you guys where you can get it. And I'll throw it in the chat room, so that's where the link you guys go if you want to buy this thing at. For the Hi-Fi Modify Kit for the D104, the one I have. It's for the Tug 8 model and Tug 9. They're like $20. But there was a guy on YouTube talked about this. Hamry Hack on YouTube talked about this back a few months ago. I saw it during the other day. He says he thinks I could buy this stuff on Amazon pretty cheap to put in the D104 microphone for an element and do all those things. But he did a video on this on his site during back 3 months ago. Way back during that time, that's what it shows. He was showing all this on Hammer Hack. This guy did. So at least everything's good. But if you guys go and buy it for $20, and it'll take like 3 days to get it to Tennessee. It probably takes a little bit longer where you're at. and usually you order it right here at PayPal, you add it to your cart, and that's how it works with that. That's how you can order these element kits for this one. See, the bringbacks says I designed this application for direct solder in replacement that brings hi-fi audio and new life to my old D104. Must have an amplifier, 9-volt battery, in the tailgate to a nightstand. Upgrade your old classic and get a good audio performance. As I'm saying. And these are actually range from 50 megahertz to 16 gigahertz, wide range flat response natural sound. Finally, a way to upgrade from the Ashura top-end sound offered by Silver Crystal replacements. This option is only for Whiskey 2 Echo November Yankee Hi-Fi D104 replacement kit, woofer resistor, jumper, and new black shown in the PC. All else in the PC is shown for instruments only. Electric mic element, resistor jumper, black felt, black felt, and instructions included. This replacement is only for D104s having a tailgate and target stand with an amplifier battery. ICOM users, if you want to have an 8-track, I'm going to show you guys tonight. So go check out this kit and go buy for a D104 tonight and try it out in the next few days. You'll see how to get that thing adjusted. It works good on pairs of Madison's, but it's usually the battery light because it sucks on this microphone, but which you can get rechargeable batteries or something like that. Okay, let's go talk about these things tonight. Copper Electronics, so go check them out. They got one for $139, so it's Solarcon Antron 99. And lots of great deals on here. So this is pretty good. And they got lots of antennas things here tonight. Let's go look at these antennas here. But go check out Copper Electronics tonight. And these are base antennas. Those are Genmachis. Let's see what they are. Just to hit the wrong one. Sorry about that, folks. And as I'm saying, looking great. One are all the big antennas here. So this one he's had like a Super Lance back in Hollywood, Florida, until 1987. Looks almost like that right there. The balcony antenna, yeah, it was called the Super Lance antenna back then. There's your Antron 99, your Gizmochi. There's actually a lot of beam antennas, the Mako asteroids, the Mako Comet 6 element beam antenna here. The Mako flat 6 element beam antenna, I would love to have something like that. That would be a moon bounce antenna too. Look at that one called the 12 element beam. Go take a look at this one. This is a monster antenna. This one's called Mako Laser 400 12 element beam antenna. That is a monster. That's probably what those guys in Australia use, something like that. Imagine you point that thing at the moon, get a moon bounce on that thing, it probably would work. And you can stand up 90-mile-an-hour winds. Surface is like square 10 feet, 10.5 feet. Turning tuning for 11 meters. Gain dB 17. Power location 50 times. Front act step 40 and 44 DVDs. The RSR just at 1.1. And the maximum power handling is 2 kilowatts, so they can handle up to 2 kilowatts max. The reviews on this one, and still has a wave, maintains still at 1.2 and love it. And that's a monster antenna. Wish I had one of those on my tower later on. Wish I had a tower on that. So what does he say like that? That is definitely a 12 element beam. That's a huge monster. Probably the best place to get a Moonraker. There's a Mako 1M108. That's an 8 element beam. The largest thing made by Mako. So you can go check them out on that. Yeah, there's our beam antenna today. This is the one we were using yesterday. That's where I bought it from here, from Copper Electronics here, back in 2024. It was already 2023 and 24 when I got this. It was in 2024 when I got this guy. I think that's right. Actually, in 2023 when I bought this beam, but in 2024 was when we put this thing together in the summer months till all the way to November. That's when we did this. So range from 26 to 28 megahertz, 50 ohm mounts, radiation, each plane direction, polarization. Sonora is 2.26 gigahertz, and maximum power is 1000 watts. And the rest of your frequency can handle up to 1.2, and it's pretty good. All international stuff here. And we'll see the reviews. There's my review. I wrote this back in 2026. Flash, I think this year we did. And so I wrote all about that. That's the review I gave Copper Electronics a while back. That's Copper Electronics for you guys tonight, and they have lots of good choices, tons of antennas. Go check out their site later tonight before we get out of here tonight. I have fallen asleep too hard. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to hold up. And these are definitely hammer receivers they have. Let's go take a look at that. That's what they have here. And we go take a look over here. They have here basic stuff, some good ones, some okay. Electronics, go check it out. They're based out of Kentucky, and you'll be able to guys see that. This is where UDX 268 Arizona bought his antennas here, especially for my Striker antenna, AR10, and the Wilson 1000. So I'll tell you guys in a minute. There was some issue yesterday in the Caribbean, down in St. Lucia Islands down there in St. Lucia down in the West Indies. I'll tell you about that. This guy was on a Wilson 1000. I heard him on a beam antenna yesterday, and he was on a Wilson 1000 talking on an Anytone type radio, which he was on one of those. So this is Wilcott Radio. They make a lot of antennas. There's base station antennas you can get. They even had the Mako V5000 5.8 waves. And the Mako Comet, look at that. That's a beautiful antenna, up to 2000 watts. So this is a monster antenna. How big monster are these guys? There's a Mako 104 for $335. And there's 4 elements. Lower Jack used to have this one. So that's Wilcott Radio. Got some nice antenna systems and it's got speakers, no ground, means hardgrass vehicles. There's a fire stick antenna. That yellow light that goes in those things. And there's a serial antenna too. Look at that. It's a small serial antenna. The problem like these things, it can land on your thing either way. There's a Striker AR10. High performance antenna, another one of those. And those are skip shooters, they probably are. Those are famous here. I talked to one guy, had one of these skip shooters in a trucker did. I was on my beam antenna, I think it was 5 nights ago, local in this area, traveling on the interstate going west toward Crossville, Tennessee. So when I was on my beam antenna, he was on a skip shooter talking on the radio with one of these. I don't know how long the skip shooter was. And he made me out to about 20 miles west of me over the plateau, past Crab Orchard between Crossville, right in that area. He made a skip shooter locally about 20 miles away on my beam antenna when I lost him and he faded out over on the other side of the mountain on the plateau. So I got to hear skip shooter was pretty good. 12 to 15 miles away, you can hear him talking in the interstate pretty loud at 9 pounds, almost 30 with these things. And my beam was pointing at 310 degrees. I could actually hear these things really good. And when we were also in Kingston, he was not there. These are pretty good antennas. You want to make good contact skip on these too. And we got some other ones too. Okay. There's a 5-element beam from Mako. Stuff like that. Just gonna let you guys in that. So this is on Roadkill Radio. Go check them out later tonight before we get on out of here soon. And we're going to talk about the shows in a few minutes. So they got other radios you can buy here, microphones, different things they have on the site. Wilcott Radio. Go check them out. We'll definitely look at 10-meter radios. Look at something like that would be cool. And they have CB radio packages. This is the coolest thing on their site. If you're gonna buy something that comes with an antenna like an Antron 99, stuff like this, you can see these CB radio packages that come with a bunch of stuff for the price of one. And you'd be ready to go on the C radio. It's just like, look at all this stuff with packages come with everything. These things what I like when you do that. They got some Cobra 129s. And look at these C radio packages you get. The Washington comes with a speaker for that price. Yeah. Don't have a George Washington. Don't have a President George. So, and they have all these in here you guys take a look at here later. On Wilcott Radio. Look it on YouTube. And look it on the search here. You can go find that. There's a Striker here. These are just the whole package you get. And for that price, you can get a President 2 series, the combination of one or either way. It comes with a Randy 3 and a President George FCC model here. This one you get 2 walkie-talkies for that price. But and look at the Striker. You get that cool antenna for $579, and also this one called the Texas Ranger TRE 936 FBB complete kit. That comes with that, comes with this, comes with the Wilson speaker. This one comes with this either way. So they're at Iowa, that's where they're from. And it usually takes 3 days to get here to my house if you buy something for them and ship either way. So tonight we're going to be talking about the YouTube channels tonight before we get out of here. Around 3, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. We did a video tonight, so go check out my live stream from yesterday. Alright, we're going to go check out 21.C tonight. Dirty Diapers channel. So go check out 21 Data C, out of Charleston, South Carolina. He's been doing some video gates yesterday called the Low Country Mud Ducks. It's actually called the Low Country Mud Duck Break. That's what he has to do. He's been doing a lot of videos on this. He's been in that event in South Carolina. Did he actually left the event? Or is he still at the event still? So let me know. He's still at the event. So I'm gonna wave at the UDX 21, South Carolina 21 in the Kubanaki. And I'm telling you, he's in Goldsboro. I think he's in Watersboro, South Carolina. That's what I'm saying. So, and also do go check out Oreo Night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on the dial. Keep it there, and he'll be there all the time. So on Saturdays, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Oreo Night. And don't forget to keep it on the dial for sure. And if you get in there before 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Got this thing called the 21 Shoutout Wheel. The 21 Shoutout Wheel is like when it looks like a wheel on the digital screen, and he gives you a blue wrench, and then you say hi to him in the chat. He gives you a blue wrench, and you're already entered for the Shoutout Wheel. Every time until a person wins it, then they don't get relisted on the Shoutout Wheel for a long time. Only if they were going to do something like a contest, stuff like that, a real contest. But the 21 Shadow Wheels, the stickers you get from everything from the whole source of like DX Empire and Oreo Night and the other stuff like that. And the Uncle Freddy Chicken Choker too. So don't forget that. And he's got the Uncle Freddy Chicken Choker at the event right now at the Low Country Mud Duck. Watersboro, North Carolina. Sorry, Watersboro, South Carolina. Sorry about that, guys. Should have had confusion over tiredness. So, and it's at the Low Country Mud Duck Break at Watersboro, South Carolina. And he's got the Uncle Freddy Chicken Choker right there dancing in that little chicken suit. That's Uncle Freddy. He's doing his little radio thing. He's waving all the people out there all over the world. And you'll get to see him on lots of live streams at Dirty Diapers 21's QTH and his Home 20, stuff like that. And he'll be talking out there, waving you guys out there with the big chicken type talking thing. And he's got that rooster suit for sure, knowing that. Uncle Freddy, yes. But I just want to let you know 21.C is the channel you should check out. He's got old school videos from the 90s, 2000s, from all the way back to the 50s and 60s and 70s. Special tube C radios and new C radios and mid old school type C radios from the 80s and 90s. Don't forget to check out 21.C, Charleston, South Carolina. He goes by Dirty Diaper 21 in South Carolina. Tell him Fox has sent you over his channel. Go check out Oreo Night on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, just want to get this out of the way and go check out 21.C on Oreo Night this Saturday, and you guys will love it. Also, the basic channels here today. After that, when you get done watching Oreo Night, don't forget to check out the Old 2 Radio Network 27.085 Channel 11. And this guy's named Dennis Thompson out of Fresno, California. Here's what it shows. I don't think it shows that. And go check him out. Dennis Thompson. Go check out Bozo Control out of Fresno, California on the air on YouTube. They do 2C radios from the 1950s through the 1960s throughout the early 70s. And these were the first generation of C radios that came out. So don't forget to check out the Old 2 Radio Network. OTR is always favorite for people. And you have them 2 radios warming up at every Friday nights. And keeping everything warm out there on the big green toaster. Just want to tell you, this channel called Oreo Night, this channel has this channel called O2 Radio Network. They got lots of great things out there you guys should check out. And don't forget to check out Bozo Control, Dennis Thompson, Fresno, California. And make sure you go get some water before we get off here soon. Drop your blessings, drop your hearts, and stuff like that. Don't forget to check out Bozo Control, 21 C, Charleston, South Carolina. And wave a hand to either way out there, either way. And make sure he gets better and you're alright and you're acting all doing all basics. So our next channel would be tonight after that. And also don't forget to check out old2radio.net. And that's the channel. Okay, we'll go back to George Iver's channel tonight. And we're going to talk about the other ones out here. So, also after that, and also don't forget to check out 390 Wagmaster. 390 Wagmaster we have on YouTube. He did a video called Sunday Afternoon Shed Talk looking for my Stardust. So he's trying to set up a Starduster for his brother, and he wanted to get back into C-Radios. That's what he's telling on his videos. The day or from yesterday, who knows. Also, make sure you check out all these videos here down here, and he's got a great interesting channel. He's also got by UDX363. He goes by UDX390, part of United Delta X-Ray or Utah Delta X-Ray. It's for Dirty Diaper 21 South Carolina, which is talked to him minutes ago. He forgot his which they are UDX 21 in South Carolina. That's what he is. Also, we're going to get that out of there. And also, if you want to email him to get a UDX number to get into C Radio, UDXCradio@yahoo.com. That's him. And also, if you want to send some QSL cards or stuff like that, make it out to the snail mail address. And if it's C Radio related, stuff like that, QSL cards, so your old days are on the C Radio, and other things too. As long as C Radio stuff to him, he's good. Make it out to 390 Wagmaster, P.O. Box 9223, Salt Lake City, Utah 84109. So also, if you want to email him to get a United Delta X-Ray number to get on the C Radio for sure, make it out to udxcradio@yahoo.com. udxcradio@yahoo.com. If you got a question about radios on his channel, he'll reply to you as soon as possible. And also, he sells a lot of good things out there. I hope he actually gets it fixed soon. So I just want to let you know. So UDX362 Knoxville, Tennessee, waving on back to UDX390. Also, don't forget to check out his PayPal if you want to donate some money to his PayPal account, JuPal. Make it out to breakerbroker23@yahoo.com. And mostly he'll buy that microphone for lots of radios to do his events, like that or either like that. Yeah. So also make out the breakerbroker23@yahoo.com if you want to donate some PayPal money to Trump out there in DX land. Go ahead, either way. So we got that out of the way. He's actually the owner of United Delta X-Ray. Also, we're going to talk about Highlander 498's channel tonight. Go check out Highlander 498 Interactive Video Gates. He goes by UDX 498 in St. Louis, Missouri. Tell him UDX 362 Knoxville, Tennessee wants to send you there. and give him a wave out there, and he'll appreciate it out there. He's called the Highlander 498, and all he says, Highlander, there only could be only one. And he goes by UJax 498. His name is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November. If you want to check it out there, so he's at a location out of St. Louis, Missouri, and he's got lots of great live video gates on his channel. And go check out Highlander 498 Interactive Video Gates. He goes by UJax 498, part of the United Delta X-Ray Serial Club. This is me. So I'm UJax 362 of Knoxville, Tennessee, in the Rock Vegas zone in Rockwood, Tennessee. Get on down to Knoxville, Tennessee. Yep. So go check out Highlander 498 Interactive Video Gates tonight before you get off. He goes by Highlander UJax 498. He also goes by UJax 498 in the Mobile where he's at, where he talks out there. So give him a shout to him, give him a wave to him out there tonight. So I'm going to go all the way back. He's away. And also don't forget to check out Mower Junkie UJax 151 South Carolina. He goes by 151 South Carolina Mower Junkie, the legend. He's got lots of antenna bills. Go check out some of his radio videos and skips. Tell him Fox sent you all the way from Tennessee. You can check him out. UJax 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, waving on back. Okay. And also, if you wanted to go check out the channel, go check CB Lounge 2112. Let's get him back on doing video gates again. What's going on, Ree? What happened? Are you doing video gates? What happened to you today? Are you taking a break? He did a video back 3 months ago. Then he did one about a month ago. I haven't seen any videos on him, but let's go look at his posts. Go check out to, there's no post on him about anything about here tonight. So what happened? Did he, is he alive, guys? Get a hold of this guy. CB Lounge 2112 out there in Carson City, Nevada. And he's out there doing all those 79 smoke screens. If you want to get give him a wave, give him a shout, either way, go into the chat room on his live video gates and you guys will see it. Check out CB Lounge 2112 out there in Carson City, Nevada. And this guy knows how to live from 1985 to 1988 and to 1995 through the early 2000s. This man doesn't watch television since 2004. The man threw out his television many years ago, but he got one of the flat screens back, a new one, which he doesn't play any of all that stuff he wants to see. Only wants to see on YouTube and stuff like that. And this is Reed. He's a good guy. He does some 79 smoke screens. 79 smoke screen. Shockwave. And he says aloha. And he says $1. $1. Oh yeah. And he does all the things. Maybe he's taking a trip on a vacation. Maybe he's not here at his QTH where he's at. We don't know if he's still there or not. Let's hope he comes back. And he's got 1,049 subscribers. 1,049 subscribers, almost 2,000 subscribers on this channel. So I'm going to shout out to CB Lounge 2112, what it means when he does the Sunday services, he does those Killer Rippers, and the 420s on the airwaves. And he's always on those channels on AMs, lower sideband, on 11 meters only, on 27 megahertz. And he's like living back in the 1980s in a C radio room, just chilling out. Like you always want to go there every day. To go back to the 80s, any single day, the man has the real 80s vibes on the C radio, no matter what, anywhere around the world. So, check out CB Lounge 2112. This man will put the flight of the navigator for sure. He'll put the rat, and Cinderella. He'll put the AC/DC. He'll put the guitars of the 1980s in a music video on the YouTube, on the C radio, on the live stream when he does. Probably not play music. That's how he feels when he comes home every night. When he gets off the radio, he goes back to watch his 1980s VHS tapes and 90s too. and relax, just like the rest of the people do. And he talks on the radio when he goes on every time. Yep. So he's got a lot of fantastic radios of the 1980s and 90s for sure, like the Radio Shack radios. And he's got the Jinder Grant, he's got the Boss Hog, and he's got lots of great radios and choices when he talks on there. And it's always it's got good audio quality. And what's about on these Sunday services and Saturday night and Friday nights when he does those live streams, what he does, especially you're in a lounge, you sit there on the chat room, you type it out, you say hi to him, then tell him some questions about the 1980s and 90s and stuff like that, and his items he has for C radios and other stuff in his room. Then, when you go out there on the C radio on that channel where he's at, single sideband, lower sideband, upper sideband on the 27 megahertz channels, and when he's on the AM channels. So when you make the contact to the CB Lounge, when you make the contact to the CB Lounge, 2112, in Carson City, Nevada, and I'll tell you, when you make that QSL contact, or even the contact to Steve Lounge 2112, the CB, he'll take your S meter reports, and he has it on live stream for sure when it happens, and he'll tell you the time on the show clock and the time where it was at to go back to replay your own video of how you sound like on your radio. That's what he does. And he keeps the audio report for sure, and he'll tell you how you sound, and he gives it on your way, and that's how you do it. And once you do it on live stream, your video will be there for the rest of your life till the day you pass away. Even your great grandkids will see it in radio history, even in history on the internet, and they'll see it for sure no matter what. So check out CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. 79 Smokescreen. Oh yeah. Go get on those Sunday services. Go check out his thing. Outread does come back, but give him a like, give him a subscribe, and subscribe to all the channels we talked about tonight. So I only did a few tonight, so we're getting very tired. We'll talk about more of these channels again when we do some more live streams out there tonight. So I'm getting very tired. You guys have a good night, and let this channel roll. Let this channel roll either way. Hold on a second. We'll go back to the Wagon Master either way. Here we go. So who's in the chat room tonight? We're going to put the English slideshow back on and jump out of here in a few minutes. We'll shut this guy off in a second. And here we go. So who's out here tonight? We got 2 viewers, 40 viewers out here in the house tonight. So I'm going to tell you guys, maybe we could do that. Maybe with the WeatherStar 4000, we shut off the stream. Then we'll do that tonight. So you guys have a good night. UDX362, Knoxville, Tennessee, get on down. 410 out here. Oh yeah. Thanks for coming out on my live streams today and yesterday. So we're going to go through that one, find out all those contacts I did on the radio from last night's thing like that. And maybe you guys can find me some good batteries for the D104 and the Turner Plus 2. We don't want to have that happen again. We need to have some like rechargeable batteries that doesn't go poop out and stuff. We didn't make the D104s be okay, but we have to find some good ones. But we'll still use the ones we have here still. So let's hope this DX skip will come back real soon. We'll do some more of those channels we talked about. I got to get on there and get some rest. And I did a lot of work on those videos during the week when I was doing, especially the one I did on Friday when I was in my local area. And you saw the SDR type device I was using on my Mako V5000. That was 4.5 miles away, between 3.5 miles at my local Wally World Walmart. It was in a downhill position, but when you climb up the hill a little bit, your striker antenna gains really loud. That's what it is. But usually that's what it does, because when you're up like near the Highway 70 area, that's where the uphill's at. That's where you will hear my beam antenna and my Mako V5000 very loud up there on the north side of Rock Vegas, and all the way to Harriman too, and even all the way out to Midtown, either halfway either way. That's what it does. So I'm gonna let you guys know, and we did a lot of work. We did a lot of uploads this week because the context I did offline video gate on my President Madison a few nights ago. So that took a while during about 3 days, and I got it done for 3 days. Even include the one I did the offline video game in the car with the Anytel AT55M2, especially running a live stream on the WebSDR at the same time. That was really cool. So you guys have a good night. This is 362 Knoxville, Tennessee. UDX 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, waving on back. And let's go turn on something like the Weather Star in a second. We'll do that in a minute. And checking it all out before we get out of here tonight. And so I just want to know if you guys want to write things in the comment and if you got the ice that you saw today. And we'll turn on the Weather Stars 4000, and I'll shut down the stream after we get done the weather forecast for tonight. And you guys know that. And just want to let you know, thanks for coming out here today. UDX 362 Knoxville, Tennessee, getting all down. 410 out here in the morning. And I'll let you guys know. And just want to let you know out there. And we're east of the Rocky Mountains, west of the Appalachian Mountains, south of the Canadian border, north of Gulf of America, and west of the North Atlantic Ocean, and northeast Australia. The good Lord blesses all out there, and the good Lord loves you out there in Radio Land. There's only one out there, Foxland 362, UDX 362, 362, Knoxville, Tennessee. Get on down. Have a good night, and we'll catch you later off the key. And we'll bring out more videos soon. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you later. And bring out more videos this week. Let's hope we get some more good TX context this week. Hope the conditions do come back. Catch you guys later. We'll bring out more videos soon.
Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current conditions. Your local 36-hour forecast from the National Weather Service. The forecast for cities nationwide. The regional forecast. The current local radar is showing any precipitation in your area. Intensity is indicated by the color code at the top of the screen. Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current local conditions. current regional conditions. Your local 36-hour forecast. The extended forecast. Today's regional forecast. The forecast for cities nationwide. Special regional information. The extended forecast. Your region's long-range outlook. Current regional conditions. Your local 36-hour forecast.